And fast am I. Good afternoon to you. Welcome to another Facebook Live here on Manx Radio covering the 2019 Manx Telecom Parish Walk. We're in Peel now on Derby Road at the Town Hall, just near St German's Cathedral. There we go. We're here now because just coming into view is the current race leader, Richard Gerrard, who is about 3 minutes ahead now of Liam Parker. There was 3 minutes difference when they checked in at Patrick around about 15-20 minutes ago. Pete Miller checked in at Patrick about 1:32, but here he comes. Crowd's already building here at the Town Hall, and he's looking great. We're live on air on Manx Radio as well. Here he comes. There he goes, looking in great form. So roughly about 3 minutes ahead of second place Liam Parker. Here's Chris Cave, live on Manx Radio at the moment, into Saturday Live with Paul Moran. We'll try and have a listen in here.
Do you have a strategy to cope with it? Wet towel, cold wet towel around the neck. Brilliant. Rick and Jay, not push too hard. Well, good luck. Cheers. Thank you, Paul. He should be here somewhere.
There we go. There he is, Richard Gerrard. Checked in at the Town Hall, making his way now round onto Church Street. It's very difficult to keep up with him, it has to be said. And there he goes. He'll go round past the Chippy, up Peveril Road, past the headlands, and then out onto the Coast Road for the 7-mile stretch to Kirkmichael. So 32 miles done. Slightly out of breath trying to keep up with him there. Never a good sign. But 32 miles now done. So let's work this out. That is another 53 to go for Richard Gerrard until he crosses that finish line. Let's just walk back round and see. Getting a bit of stick from the police here. I didn't at all, no. Need to train better. I don't know, you do your best and then you get a bit of stick from the law. We'll wander back down because coming through in the next couple of minutes, Liam Parker should be here, so we'll see if we can catch him coming through. But yeah, 32 miles is what's been covered when you get to the Town Hall here in Peel. And now Richard will be making his way up Peveril Road. He's probably halfway up at the speed he was going. And as we say, he'll go on to Kirkmichael. Then it's 3 miles to Belaff, another 3 miles to Derby, all on the flat. So that is considered a reasonably easy-going part of the course, even though by that point you've done over 40 miles. And then it's the really hard stretch to Bride, 7 miles from Derby to Bride. It's all flat in amongst the hedges. For a lot of people who are up there later, it'll be starting to get dark at that point as well, so it's tough going. And then it's on to Andreas Lazaire and then Mackald. Now, here comes Liam Parker, second place. Has he gained a little bit of time there? I think still roughly about 3 minutes behind. David van der Coyle has just come through Patrick, looking at the electronic update board here. Right, let's have a look. Here's Liam Parker, winner in 2017. Richard Gerrard, yeah, keeping just that bit of distance between them. Here he comes. Here he is, looking in good spirits as well. Let's catch him coming down. There he goes, giving us a big thumbs up there. And we'll see if we can again listen in on the conversation.
Try not to walk into the cone this time. So. It's warmer in some places, nice breeze in certain places, but yeah, we'll let you get on. Yeah, cheers.
So there he goes in second place, just like Richard Gerrard a couple of minutes ago. Round onto Church Street to do that 7-mile stretch onto Kirkmichael. So there we are. Let's wander back down to the Town Hall. Out of breath again. I think I need to train just to do this bit, really. But Pete Miller in third place. He'll be coming through in around about 10 minutes, and then after him a steady stream, and it's really between about 2:30 and 5 o'clock when it will be packed here, particularly with this glorious weather, lovely and warm here on Derby Road, when we see the main body of walkers come through. A number of people will stop here at Peel after 32 miles, particularly in these conditions. That really is a heck of an achievement, but many more will carry on. So stay with us on Manx Radio right throughout the afternoon. Here's Chris Cave. We're still live on Facebook. Chris, did you nearly trip over a cone there?
Yeah, managed to stay on my feet just about, but that was a bit of a hairy moment.
And it's difficult trying to keep up with with Richard and Liam there. We were running to keep abreast with them.
I was speaking to our engineer here in Peel, Matty Cunningham, earlier, and I said I don't think I could make it to Peel if I was running the whole way quicker than both Richard or Liam can make it here when they're walking. The pace that they get is quite incredible, so how they manage to sustain that the whole way round and get the times they do is purely remarkable.
And just finally, Ray Cox sort of mooted around about an hour ago that he thinks this is turning into a two-horse race now. It's certainly looking that way at the moment.
Well, with the retirement of Pete Miller at Patrick, I think, yes, it is developing into the two-horse race that Raymond Cox did predict. And these two have done battle on the Parish Walk course before, and it looks like we're ready to reignite that rivalry, and I think we're in for a thrilling race.
Yeah, definitely. And just to recap there, Pete Miller's actually retired, did you say?
That's we're getting through from Paul Moran, yes, that Pete Miller has retired at Patrick. I haven't had time to check myself, but that's the information that we're getting through is that Pete Miller has indeed retired at Patrick. So it's a bit of a shame because he was pushing the front two, and it could have made a really interesting competition if he could have eaten a bit of that time up and just caught up with them a bit. But unfortunately, it looks like he has had to retire at Patrick.
All right, Chris, thanks very much. Chris live on air on Manx Radio right throughout the afternoon. More Facebook live videos here from Peel as we go, and around the rest of the course later. And don't forget, this evening, around about 11:30 approximately, we'll be on the finish line to see that first person over. Will it be Richard Gerrard, Liam Parker, or maybe somebody else? If somebody can gain some ground, that remains to be seen. But for now, thanks for being with us, and we'll talk to you again on Facebook a little bit later.